Debating on palettes on what I want to do today. We're going to do the classic Boss Mood. I just think there are so many great colors, and I don't know if I should speak now as far as what I'm leaning towards, but I do really like either the browns area, like the bronzy area, or the purpley area. So those are kind of what I'm pondering right now. I'm going to go in with a Morphe M441 and start off in my crease pretty neutral. I usually stick with kind of the same tone, so I'm going to do it again. I feel like Play It Cool and Peachy Keen are super close. They're almost the same color. I guess Peachy Keen is slightly lighter. So I'm going to go into Play It Cool and start... Ooh. Well, you know I was going to go smoky, so... why even pretend, guys? Why even pretend I was going to try to be subtle? And since I did my base, I need to be a little more cautious than I am sometimes to not blend out too far, because it will be a pain to try to clean up since my base is done. So just sharing my thought process there. Sometimes I get a little happy in the blending and go a bit too far, and I don't want to do that. You'll also notice I'm going quite a bit, well, not quite a bit, but above my crease. We know that I have hooded eyes, but I've also just kind of learned and decided that I like it better really blended out well above my crease, and even starting off a bit above it. I know that everyone has, like, there's just so many different kinds of hooded eyes that I feel like you just kind of have to play and figure out what you like best on you, which I know is kind of weird and indecisive. Alright, so I went quite deep with that as far as the color and the spread. I have found that with the more smoky looks, which is kind of almost every look I do, I like it better a bit deeper, and I usually just end up going in later and deepening it up, so I figured I might as well just do it earlier because it just makes more sense. So anyways, in case you thought like that's a little dark of a color, I really also love that this is super blendable, and it really does build up, you know, to make quite a darker color. Okay, so let's go into the crease with a bit of a darker color. I think I'm going to continue with the brown colors. Go into Sparks Fly, which is not what you would think that will be called, for the record. Not to be mean. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going in with a Morphe E17, and I'm going to use this to do the real sort of definition in my crease. This is like a slightly larger, more fluffy pencil brush. Do you hear Liz? I laid her down because she's super grumpy, and I don't want her to, like, sometimes, like, her nap, she has like a specific nap time that she usually goes by, but I feel like some days, you know, it just doesn't work like that. This is actually quite subtle at this point, which is nice because I'm able to build it up and place it precisely where I want it. And then I just continue to look up so you can see the difference. Like, I'm building it in and it's a bit darker, but it's still not too much. So let me, there we go. Okay, now, so I put that in. Now let me take my other brush that still has some Play It Cool on it and blend. Let's add some more Play It Cool. Okay, and I want to use this brush. I didn't add any additional product to just sort of blend it up so I know that it's deeper. Okay, well, I like how that has gone, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye and hope that Elizabeth lets me. So it's funny, it's not really funny. I always say that. My left eye, or my right eye, definitely has like a heavier, bigger hood. So it's annoying when I do something to my left eye and I'm like, oh, that looks awesome. And then I go to do it to my right and I have to do it slightly differently to make it match. So I feel like, you know, because we're not all completely perfectly symmetrical. I think I'm going to use hot stuff on the inner portion. So I'm going to mix that with Light of the Party. I'm going to do that on, this is one of the Best Dope, just kind of like a flat packing brush. So I'm going to try this without any, like a wetting agent, and I'm going to see if I can do this, like if this shimmery shade will pack on enough, or if I'm going to need like a setting spray to help it, because sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay, this is not bad. So I feel like this combo is quite pretty, and it's actually quite neutral. Okay, for that outer portion, sorry, really debating that. I think we're gonna go Indiglo Queen. Okay, I'm just gonna use the other side of this brush to dip into this purple sparkle and build that up on my outer half / outer portion of my lid. And this outer one I tend to take up into the crease just to kind of make it a little more of like a seamless mix. So taking it up a bit higher, and then of course as I get to the center I need to mix it with my other shimmer shade so that it's really pretty. So then I'm just trying to be mindful of my corners, make sure that they match, so to speak. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use my ring finger and I'm gonna mix some of Hot Stuff and Indiglo Queen. So some of that bronzy color and then that purple. And I'm gonna use that on the outer portion of my lower lash line and then blend. Okay, so then I'm going to go in, so we have to do our inner corner here. So I think I want to mix again, which I don't know how it's going to work, but I like Grape Expectations, and then of course my Light of the Party, and let's see if I can kind of mix those. Oh, I just stuck my finger in another color. I hate when that happens, because that will end up on my face. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can mix those two. So I'm going into Light of the Party first, and then just dipping into Grape Expectations, and seeing if I can make sort of a lighter purple as my inner corner highlight, because I feel like that could be kind of cute. But we don't have a light purple, so we're trying to make one. I'm going to go in with NYX Jet Black eyeliner. I've been using two mascaras that are actually quite different. I've been using the Covergirl Supersizer Fibers and also the Maybelline Full and Soft. So I do the Supersize Fiber first and then the Full and Soft. I did have some fallout on my face, so I used the Morphe JH12 just to kind of brush it off, and that worked. And for lips, I am going to just go in with my Lime Crime Taupest. You know, I tend to stay kind of neutral on the lips, and I find that with like my crazy eye looks, it looks best on me. And I feel like it's the easiest to maintain. So I just do something like this. I have like Burt's Bees lip gloss on now, or lip balm on now. So I just add this, line and fill in. and then just randomly throughout the day, I'll add the Burt's Bees, and I'll maybe add a little bit more of this, but that's it. It'll fade kind of nicely. All right. That is it. This is the finished look. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed this, and take care.